Down by 16 over the Braves. Yeah, a bunch of young kids that are hungry.
Just turn music off.
Mm-hmm. All right, welcome everybody on the porch. Called week's hiatus, but we are back. Mike Gill, Dougie Fresh, Earnshaw is not here today. He's at the Phillies and Yankees up that way for the game, and looking forward to the final game of the set here. I'm all zoned in by myself. Doug's over there, but we'll get we'll get that all situated here. So Carlos Rodon pitching for the Yankees today. It is Zach Wheeler going for the sweep for the Phillies, and we'll have all the action on the porch for you today for this final game of the Phillies and Yankees, and we'll have some beer reviews and all sorts of fun stuff throughout the day today. So join us. Hit the repost button if you're watching on the X platform. If you're watching on YouTube, you can comment all throughout the game in the comments section. And here we go. It's going to be after the rain delay. Trey Turner will start things off for the Phils. He's actually DHing today for the Phils. So here we go. You want to get in the picture? Or
trying to keep the we can work this out.
I'm not the techie guy, so
it's set to autofocus, but maybe no, it's me better than you. That's not usually what happens with our audience. Everybody loves you, and I'm not like, who the hell's that guy? That's what's happened. Earnshaw's not here. Earnshaw's usually our producer extraordinaire, but we'll work on it.
Yeah, Earnshaw's on his way back from the Yankees game. He went Friday and Saturday night, and we usually don't sit together on the same couch. He looks really tiny, and I look really large.
I'm hardly tiny.
Pretty high quality stuff today.
Yeah.
He looks like a gentleman who would be in the 4-foot range.
I look like one of the kids that plays on your 13-year-old Babe Ruth teams.
Yeah, this is not a good look.
We'll get around it. Turner with a quick swing. That one's going to go foul. You know, Mike, one of the guys that we know, a fan, Mike DiPietropalo, he's up there, former Rider University alum.
Pietropalo is his name?
Yeah. So I just saw a fly ball go into the stands. He was the guy that caught the first foul ball last night at the Savannah Bananas game. So he actually recorded it out for the Bananas at Citizens Bank Park. So got to give him a shout out. I know he's usually watching on the porch, but he had his 10 seconds of fame on ESPN last night. Trey Turner's not winning any fanfare with that at bat.
So I've opined that All-Star Game weekend or whatever, Monday, that they should have the Savannah Bananas play banana ball against the Future Stars on like that Monday night. Have a Savannah Banana game against the future All-Stars, like instead of like a 3-hour home run derby. Do the home run derby for about 45 minutes to an hour and then play this banana ball game afterwards.
Usually you and I don't agree on many takes, but when you pitched that to me as we were enjoying some Sugar Hill subs, some mixed cheesesteaks, I might add, which were phenomenal, you had said, I think that would be such an awesome idea. And I'm like, I think you're on to something. Because, I mean, the bananas are the hottest thing since sliced bread right now. And I think sometimes, even if you're a big-time baseball fan,
there's a lot of people that don't like the bananas.
Yeah, but it's hard to get into the prospects. Like, they don't have the name yet. They don't have the following. But at least the bananas are, a name. And even the average or casual fan.
Well, they do the prospect game on Sunday night. I think they do that Sunday night. So it gives them something to play on Sunday night. Then Monday's the derby. Then Tuesday's the game. So,
yeah,
it's a way to get, because they don't have a Sunday night baseball game on that Sunday. But I think it would be fun, like, to get the Savannah Bananas involved in the major league game. I think it would be something that would benefit baseball. There's a lot of people, though, that are old cranky baseball people who don't like the Savannah Bananas and are kind of like, what is this? They're dancing. They're doing this. Like, it's like they can't really grasp the entertainment value of it. Like, but They sell out every single place. They sold out Citizens Bank Park last night. I think having those fans watch the Bananas play actual, like the top prospects in baseball, would be a huge win for MLB. Rodon is
Kyle Schwarber just got a free ball.
yeah.
Literally.
If the ABS was in place, he would have struck out.
How about the fans with Schwarber? 1,000th hit is a home run. So a group of guys are together. There's 3 of them. They were unaware. Schwarber has 2 signed balls. They're 1 ball short, and they're like, "Nah,
Ooh.
you don't need to take care of us. Just re-sign with Philly."
Yep.
What other teams get that in the country? Someone's going to usually hold a player hostage for a ball like that.
And Schwarber said, "Nope, I'll give you a ball."
He gave it back. He's a charitable guy. I drank his beer at the campground pool yesterday. The Phillies standard, but he has a variety pack. So I drank the orange, which was okay. And then I drank one that I didn't think I would enjoy, but surprisingly I might have. Fruit punch. It was a beer brewed with fruit punch.
I don't think I would be interested in
I
that.
found it oddly okay. Wasn't great, but okay. Harper heating things up finally. He's had a pretty good week, but what do you think the probability is that he actually can keep this going?
Pretty good. I mean,
We need him. Bad.
definitely think he hasn't had like a hot streak, it seems like, the whole season. So
I just find it like it's been an odd season. Like you haven't seen him get comfortable. Like a lot of fidgety, just angst on the face, but it feels like these last couple weeks since the All-Star break, which, he seems to be a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more kind of just comfortable in the box.
yeah, that whole wrist issue, you don't know how long that was bothering him. By the way, 3rd inning, I'll have a good beer to try out for the people today. 3rd inning, good beer. You're going to want to stick around for that. It's definitely a winner. I am not benefiting from this fan at all.
No, it's a little toasty on the porch. But
It is hot today out on this porch.
all right, there's the it's not much oscillation there.
That's going.
Yeah, but it's
Going the wrong
this
way.
You're going the wrong way.
That is a humpbacker. That's going to do it.
Still clear the
Ooh.
camera.
All right, first inning in the books.
Wheeler night or Wheeler day. All right, I think we're good.
Usually Earnshaw's here and he does all of the stuff, but Earnshaw really screwed everybody this week. We had so much going on at the radio station that we needed like extra people. The guy's like in his early 20s. He's still celebrating his birthday like he's a 15-year-old.
Yeah, he was. He went to 2 of the 3 games to Yankee Stadium, so he's on a train on the way back as he's watching this.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I guess we should probably pay attention to our phone bit. Maybe
It was like
Nicky Nugs is gonna let us know.
Yeah, it was the worst possible weekend for Earnshaw to take a vacation. It was definitely very stressful to try to find people to
Step up.
step up. Well, Friday we had 2 live shows on location, and Saturday we had a live show on location. And there's only a few people that actually know how to produce the live shows. He's one of them. Josh would be the other. So we were training people on the fly
That's fun.
because we had to have someone produce the sports bash from 2 to 6 and then also produce the lifeguard races from 6 to 8.
So he wasn't available for the lifeguard races. Billy Schwein must have been losing his mind.
He was losing his mind because we had
I can't believe Earnshaw's not here.
we had to have somebody who's never done on-site producing produce on-site, and we had to have 2 people who have never produced in the building produce for the first time. So,
guess you guys.
Earnshaw, you picked a terrible weekend to have your birthday. You're 20-some years old. You can stop having birthday parties.
Yeah, and he celebrated with a black and white milkshake at Yankee Stadium. Said it was excellent.
I don't know why it wouldn't be. Somebody the other day was telling me, "Oh, I had ice cream the other night. It was horrible." Was that you?
Dude, I did. It's happened to me.
Who's ever had bad ice cream?
I had ice cream that was so bad, and I'm not going to name the place because the first time that I had ice cream there, it was very good. It was bad enough that I threw it out, went up the street another few miles, and went to another ice cream place.
I've never heard of bad ice cream.
Oh, dude, it can be like almost has a vibe to it, like it's like freezer burnt, or the ones that use like the cheap soft serve. It almost has like a powdery kind of like gritty kind of content, like texture sometimes in it. No bueno.
Mm.
No bueno. I'll tell you a place that has excellent ice cream just opened up a new place, and I saw you did a write up on 97.3 ESPN is the Jersey Cow. They're down in Absecon.
Is that a spider that is hanging in front of the television?
Well, it doesn't look like a black widow, so I think
Right.
we're okay.
See him going up the TV?
Oh yeah. Oh, we are out in the wilderness.
Yes.
We got the backdrop, we got the woods right here.
Yes, we go to the Jersey Cow here in Northfield. I've been to the Brigantine one as well. I actually think their grand opening is going to be next weekend.
Schwarber out and left.
There you go. Schwarber can catch the ball out there.
You could have caught that ball.
But
out
that's
and
my
left.
point with Schwarber. I don't have a problem with him playing left field if it means that I can get better offensively.
Do you think they put him out and left because somebody like lost a bet in the locker room or something? Like you're going to put.
No, I'm wondering though. I actually talked about this on the show today, which was, did they say, "Hey, we need you to play left just in case that we need to, in case they can
Keep
find
it fresh.
some idiot to take Castellanos, and then they have to move." There you go.
Oh Lord, that's not a sight we like to see.
He caught it, and Rojas was right.
He's not picking him up. There's no way. Oh boy.
In case we talked about the scenarios if they trade it for Eugenio Suarez, played him at third, moved Bohm to first, and had to put Harper back in the outfield. Or you could have Harper be the DH and put Schwarber back in the outfield. Or you could try to get someone to take Castellanos and put Harper back in right field.
Well, I think the Royals were the last team that was roiled to.
I'm surprised that nobody would actually be interested in Castellanos. He's so good.
Well, he's my guy. I'm the obviously president of his fan club, and as far as the On the Porch crew goes. But the reality of it is, and we saw it on Apple TV on a graphic the other night. I mean, this is a bad outfield. I mean,
And he's the worst of them.
bad.
He is the worst WAR.
I mean, when
the whole
Rojas
outfield.
is the best, that's pretty ugly.
Rojas has the best WAR of every Phillies outfielder. Think about that. And Castellanos is the worst. So just think about that. Nick Castellanos has a worse WAR than Max Kepler.
Yeah, I mean, salary-wise, I don't think he crushes a team. I mean, obviously, you're going to be tied to him next year. I kind of get the vibe that you probably have more success maybe moving a guy like him in the off-season than mid-season.
I can't imagine anybody be interested in him, but
Somebody will. I mean, even if you're just trying to manage some kind of salary and you think you might be 2 or 3 years out, I think that's the home for a guy like Casty. And
well, if they could do something this year, and between now and Thursday, find someone to take him, that would be a surprise.
we're really going to have to. The fun part is the interesting part right now, as here goes Casty to lead off.
He'll hit a home run here now.
Second.
Whoa!
What's the matter, dude? Spider? I got you.
Is it my face?
It was on my face, but I think I got him on. He's on my pants leg now. Dude, what do you got going on here on the porch? Dude,
It's hot.
Yeah, it's hot. My God. It's like arachnophobia that we're freaking this place. Do you think it was the same spider that came from over there?
Yeah.
No shit. I mean, stuff.
Where else would you think it came from?
Well, I mean, it could be more than one. It was quick.
But I like how you put him down on the floor where our feet are.
No, I killed him. He's dead.
Ooh.
Not coming back. Probably like Castellanos is not coming back from this 1-2 count.
Schwarber.
I think Dave Dombrowski was holding his breath, watching him go. Master of tea kettles out there. How much do you think each home run he hits now is worth on his annual new contract?
It'll be an interesting. And then keep in mind,
Is he a
Real
$40 million
Muto is
man?
also a free agent, and he's starting to come around a little bit. And Suarez is also a free agent. They're going to have to make a decision on all three of those guys. $40 million man? I don't know about that.
Well, look at Soto, look at Ohtani, look at some of these guys that have gotten some pretty ripe contracts at $60 million plus. I don't think 40 is too steep.
Those guys are a lot younger.
So we had the 2 TVs going today, but the other one we have an eye.
Oh,
That's the
what I tell you?
get back, way back. That ball is
He's going deep.
Casty. This is one of the greatest moments of the season for me, sitting right here next to you,
I called it.
watching Casty hit the dinger. But of course, I didn't put any money on it. So it's like
I said we just ripped
0-0.
Cassie. Said you got to get rid of him. So of course he's going to come up here and hit a home run.
Casty somewhere. Earnshaw's going out of his mind because he would live for a moment like this.
14th homer of the year for Castellanos.
Got all.
He had the best numbers of any Philly against Rodon. Yeah.
Even has blinker still on out there. Look at him.
It was interesting. He wasn't in the lineup yesterday, Casty. They said he had some sort of knee problem, but
yeah,
I think that was
it's the call for a day off. Although it's like, I mean, the streak is over.
Maybe he needs a day off more often. See, he looks refreshed. Romuto's up to 274. Had a couple homers this month, so last 2 weeks. So
that's a heck of a run though for like the last month. If you consider where he was to get his average 274.
Oh yeah,
that's some heavy lifting.
So the trade deadline is on Thursday. Who's everybody's player that they want to see the Phillies go after? Let us know in the comments. Tweet at us. Hit the repost. Which is the one guy you want the Phillies to make sure they land? What do you got?
There's a lot of talk about, Luis Robert from the White Sox. I mean, we keep going there. Question is, I think more than anything, bullpen is an absolute train wreck. You mentioned it on air, even as late as this morning. I think you kind of compared where the Eagles are so good year in and year out, and they dominate because the offensive line. So the version of the offensive line in baseball is really the bullpen. And I think that scares the, out of all of us. But it's going to be a price to pay. Like, we're going to have to, you're going to have to part ways with somebody. So is it Crawford? Is it Abel? I don't think Painter's tradable yet, honestly. I mean, there might be teams that want them, but you don't know what you have in them. But I do. I mean, I think you let Abel go. I mean, Otto Kemp, he's a guy batting now. His name's been out there. I don't think he clearly hurts you, but I mean, is he really valuable? I say not. Nice shot there into the gap. That one's going way back. And that ball's gone.
Just keep ripping guys and they hit home runs.
It's unbelievable. Let's try this more often. The bandbox of Yankee Stadium. But yeah, so I think you got to give up Abel, or you got to give up a guy like Crawford, or you're going to have to give up a guy like Miller. Like, you're going to have to part ways. And I think the best part about that is then you're going to have to sign a big contract, because more than likely anybody that we do get, if they are on the back end of the bullpen, I mean, maybe they got a year left in their deal. If it's not expiring.
Well, all the reporting has been that they're looking to get someone who has got not a rental. So they don't want to bring in a guy who's going to be like last year, Esteves. They gave up pieces to get him, and then he walked.
Miller from Oakland.
Yeah, I don't see that happening.
But he's the kind of guy that's
because he's controllable.
Right.
The two Pirates guys are both controllable, Bednar and Santana, Denise Santana. And then I think Johan Duran, he's a controllable guy. I think Clase is controllable.
How much do you think that Cotham plays into it? Like the Phillies believing that they can find a guy like Luzardo, for example, that maybe he has kind of mechanical flaws or some kind of fundamental flaws that they think that this guy's like the pitching whisperer and he can put them straight.
Has he fixed Luzardo yet?
I'm just saying, but I
pretty
mean,
rough.
we've seen runs where it's like you do see a very good version of Luzardo. I mean, I think between his ears mentally, that's a bit of a challenge, but it seems to me like that's
Imagine you're Zach Wheeler. You're in the Cy Young race. You showed up at the ballpark today, and you saw your defense behind you has Weston Wilson playing second base, Otto Kemp playing third, Kyle Schwarber playing left field, and Nick Castellanos playing right field. Like, what did I do to deserve this defense?
it's like pitching, it's like being a starter for the Oakland A's. I mean, other than the shortstop.
No way, dude. The first baseman. Did you see the night he had the
Nick
other night?
Hurts. They're gonna be scary.
6 for 6 with 4 home runs and a double.
I've had this conversation with my sons. I might even have mentioned it to you. Like, if there's a team that reminds me of the Phillies, like a younger version, I really think it's the A's. Now, whether or not they can keep the players when they move to Vegas, different story. But man, that is one heck of a team, and they're very under the radar, at least for us, because they're on the West Coast.
Yeah. Rooker.
Rooker was a guy we both wanted coming in this season. Would have rather had him than Max Kepler. Although I guess Rooker was kind of more slated in a DH, and could he be an everyday outfielder? Everybody wasn't sure, but I guess he's turning the page on that.
He also wasn't available. Just
could have got him. It wouldn't cost much. Wouldn't cost much. I mean, what would you need it for Rooker for this year? They're not gonna use to back up the Brinks truck.
what?
For Rooker,
What are you talking about? He wasn't a free agent.
he was coming off of his last year of his deal.
Yeah, but they tried to trade for him last year, and they were asking for an arm and a leg, which is why they didn't get him.
Oh,
He wasn't on the last year of his deal. They bought out his arbitration years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a throwback.
Yeah, there was
Reggie
Rooker.
Jackson.
They were asking for an exorbitant amount, which is why the Phillies didn't make the trade for him last year. They signed him in the offseason to that deal because they wanted him to buy out his arbitration year so that when they go to Vegas, they have a recognizable player. Well, now they have Wilson and Kurtz and Rooker, and they also signed Lawrence Butler to a similar deal where they gave him a long-term deal, bought out the arbitration years, and got him for Rooker's on a very, very, very team-friendly deal. But for the A's, he's making legitimate money.
Yeah.
If he was here, he would be a moderately paid guy. But for them, he's one of their highest paid players. Yeah, they weren't getting Rooker for. You would have had to give up like Andrew Painter and Aiden Miller.
So we're watching they're on a commercial break. Just saw an ad for a company we won't mention, but promoting Happy Gilmore too. So are you in or out on Happy Gilmore 29 years after the original?
PG asked me this on Friday's show, and I don't have a lot of interest. Happy Gilmore, I was in the first one was good. It wasn't great. I mean, I was a bigger fan of Billy Madison. I thought was the better. I think that Adam Sandler kind of fell. He did Billy Madison, that was good. Happy Gilmore was solid. Then after that, they started to kind of get probably more your humor. Not funny, but you laugh.
Are you like a Will Ferrell guy? You like Will Ferrell?
He's okay.
Sandler, the thing with me is same thing with Vince Vaughn. A lot of these guys play the same role, and that sometimes can get old. You're like,
well, what happened with Sandler was he started going off that role.
Yeah.
And he started getting into some serious stuff and 51st dates he did. But apparently the cast is filled with it's a very notable cast.
Well, yeah, and I think the other part about it is golf as a major sport was just kind of percolating when the original one came out. And it was funny. They actually couldn't get most of the pro golfers back then to even take that movie seriously, to want to be like cameos and be a part of it. Like Lee Trevino was one of the only, the only guys. Now, you see the golfers are like knocking down the door to want to be a part of it. So that's why we've had some pretty loaded cameos. Ironically, that was released on Netflix, not in the movies.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that's probably a telltale sign of
the shoes this guy Stanton has on, dude. These things are like steel toes.
They look like umpire shoes.
Whoa.
Just a bit outside. See the meme of after the All-Star game with Jazz Chisholm, which was like Jazz Chisholm in the home run derby, and they had his face superimposed over Willie Mays Hayes in Major League, where he kept hitting pop-ups right into the screen.
I didn't really watch him in the Derby, so
it was painful.
Yeah, I'm over the Derby. I mean,
it's too long.
That's why I said you do the Derby for 45 minutes, get the best 4 people you can get, have a swing off type of thing like they did. That was interesting. The swing off thing was interesting, but do that for the Derby. Get the 4 best guys you can get, have it do them 45 minutes, and then you do the Savannah Banana game. Oh my God,
Lord!
Oh man, Rojas had a beat on that ball. He just missed it. Rojased it.
He thought he was Superman,
dude. He had a great beat on that ball.
It's one of those ones that it tailed away from him.
Oh my God, how did he not catch that ball?
It's just like a singer. It just had a lot of topspin on it.
What are you thinking of the maroon caps with the? They're obviously not a match.
Not a fan. I mean, I can appreciate it's Hall of Fame.
I don't know why they
wouldn't
get the uniforms to match.
Like, get the maroon top with the.
Yeah.
I don't know. Speaking of Jazz Chisholm,
that was Earnshaw's boy for the trade deadline last year. He wanted Jazz Chisholm for the Phillies. They hit him. He wanted Jazz Chisholm last year.
Bite on that.
Yeah, it did.
Stinker, man.
Some nice Jordan's cleats he's got on there.
Oh, and then he got it on the toe where there's no Evo shield.
So then someone's gonna, what someone's gonna do is build a freaking
steel toe
Evo toe shield now, based on the fact that this guy got hit in the toe. I couldn't believe we were at Dick's the other day. The amount of money those sliding mitts are.
Oh yeah, dude. There's nothing that's cheap. $75, right?
They ranged from $59.99 to $89.99, and I know that there's ones that are even more than that that just don't carry them at Dick's.
Yeah.
But Jordan brand has a sliding mitt. Jordan brand sliding mitt. I would almost be embarrassed to walk in. I mean, first off, the fact that you got kids wearing these things is hysterical. Like, they don't even slide head first. Some of the rules leagues don't even let you slide head first, and they still have a sliding mitt on. But if you walked in and you were a parent and you said, "Oh, I just bought my son a sliding mitt and it's a Jordan brand,"
So I used to, and even now you'll hear me occasionally. We call a fair amount of high school baseball, especially like the Coaches versus Cancer Classic. And still, when I see this, and I'm involved in a lot of broadcasting. That
he hit him. Hit him in the
ribs.
He's got 2 sliding mitts, this guy.
Didn't help him get protected from the ribs, though.
So if this was the situation the other night, people would be calling for how come they don't have somebody warming up in the bullpen.
Oh boy, that was a Miller Lite 12-ounce shot right there. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen a guy get hit in the stomach. That's kind of weird, right? I've seen it get clipped in the ribs, the keister, the back, shoulder, hell, even the face. I think I've seen someone get hit in the belly. Hard to do.
Yes, he did. Bases loaded, nobody outs, by the way.
We never even, with the delay, we didn't even get a chance to put in our.
I gave you my play.
You did, but I didn't. I was too busy trying to do my best Earnshaw impression, try to set up the production. I never got our bet in because you had a stolen base, and then I think Earnshaw's was RBI for Harper, 2 RBI.
Yeah, bases loaded, no out. Yeah, so the sliding mitts, the whatever's. So I have yet to see anybody that I've coached wear one of those and actually slide head first.
Or like,
Oh, that's a double.
That's going to be painful. That's going to clear the bases. Oh boy. It is quickly a 3-0 ball. Oh, got lucky. Tied it up.
The 2 other mitts slowed him down. He has 2 on that guy.
Created a lot of drag.
I had the slowest kid on my team this year with the oven mitt. I said, what gives?
I mean, I know you are a fan of my bad humor, but I can't help myself in the broadcast. I'm like, wow, suddenly I'm in the mood for some chocolate chip cookies because someone apparently is about to bake some. I just don't get it. I mean, what's the injury number of like sprained or dislocated fingers at like 13 to 18 years old? Can't imagine.
Or
it's a high
any
number.
age.
Like if you had an injury,
wasn't it Mike Trout, the one that
Trout jammed his finger going into the bag? Like
I don't.
If you were nursing an injury, I get it. I guess
I don't understand how like a lot of times these things the kids wear them because they think it looks cool. Like they look ridiculous. They don't need a shin guard. What at 13 years old, 18 years old? How many times do you see a kid fail one off his shin? Very, very rarely happens. You don't need a shin guard, but you're like, oh, the pros wear it.
Oh yeah.
But if you were a kid, like a lot of times kids look at what the older people do, and you're like, you guys are geeks. I don't want to do what you're doing. You're an old man. Yeah, you would say that thing. If I'm a 15-year-old kid and I looked at a guy wearing 2 oven mitts on his hand, I'd say, this looks stupid. Why would I want to wear that?
Oh, as Volpe jumps in the box with his torpedo bat. That was another fad.
So we were at Dick's the other day again. They had the torpedo bat wiffle ball bats.
Wiffle ball
torpedo bat. I said, man,
God.
People are just absolutely marketing anything they can for us.
So do you understand that that's a bat you don't buy off the rack? Like the whole purpose of the torpedo bat is supposed to be, we have all this data on a guy and we know kind of where he has a tendency to make contact with the bat and the ball. So you slide the barrel concentration or the wood to that spot. Kids are not taking 1,000, cuts in this thing. And it's so ridiculous. You think you can just buy a stock torpedo. Look at this guy behind the batter. What's going on here?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So they have a wiffle ball bat. That's a torpedo wiffle ball bat. Now it's a gray torpedo wiffle ball bat.
All right, let's back up here a second. Cause I know we're on the torpedo bat. We just saw the whole, there was the kiss cam meltdown since one of the last times we've been on the air. Philly did a great job making a mockery of that one with the Fanatic.
Yeah, a lot of places were doing stuff on that real quick.
So my question for you is this.
I saw something that said, my husband yells at umpires at youth baseball tournaments, but at least he's not at a Coldplay concert.
So
as he hits one off the shin right there.
Been in a...
Thank God he had that shin pad on. What the difference that would have made.
Oh, it's tremendous. You kept him out of the trainer's room for sure. So are you for, not against, but are you fair or foul on public displays of affection with your significant other? At like a ball game, for example, like we just saw, that you have primo seats. You're in the first row at a Yankees game. I mean, do you really need to show the world there?
Not really. Unless, she said something that was, I don't know. They weren't really like, they weren't swapping tongues there.
It was pretty.
It was a pretty innocent peck.
It was multiple, though. He went back like 2 or 3 times.
Got Volpe and his torpedo. We heard about the torpedo bat for about a day and a half, and then nothing.
It might have been.
Can you imagine how many bats they sold though, based on that one day?
Yeah, somebody got a big bonus.
my buddy suggested that Major League Baseball was in on it and just said, hey, serve up a bunch of homers to these torpedo bats because we promised them that we would give them promotion for the day.
No way. I don't buy that for a second.
I don't either, but it's a conspiracy theory in a world of conspiracies of, hey, we need these torpedo bats for one day to produce a lot of home runs so that we can help the torpedo guy.
So we're going to go talk to the pitchers and say, hey, you're going to take a hit on your ERA and your future earnings, but we'll give you another 10 grand today if you do it.
Mm-hmm.
No,
everybody's getting a little bonus for helping with the torpedo.
God, what do we come to?
Would you be surprised? There's Schwarber.
Hey, he's got like 3 putouts so far. Oh, look at him showing off the cannon. Schwarber. Oh, see, that's the kind of thing where it makes me cringe a little bit to know that that guy plays once every 50 games, and you're going to put him in a position that you're just going to his arm to have to just get fired up and throw from like left field to home.
Well, I would imagine. Just my intuition would suggest he does have catches on his days when he's.
Yeah, but that's different. You know that deal, man. When you got to reach out and fire away. I mean, I'm no pro player by any stretch of imagination, but that's how I did my rotator cuff in.
I'm sure he throws in long tosses and stuff. I mean, I'm sure he still like keeps his arm. Man, Wheeler's having a tough day here.
Okay, so why is Weston Wilson diving for that ball? He couldn't have got that ball in an extension ladder.
It was like him and playing left field that day.
Oh God!
When he was out there, oh my God, that was the most embarrassing moment.
It was like Willie Mays Hayes was stealing in the beginning of the Major League movie. It was like 6 feet short. You're like, come on.
That was the most embarrassing moment for him, I think. Like, all right, you're just not a major leaguer, dude.
Do you think it's something to do with on the porch? We haven't had a very good track record when we've done on the porch on the weekends.
We've never done it during the weeknight, so.
No, but I think we're like 1-6 or something. 1-7. I know we don't have many wins. I think it's 1.
How's Weston Wilson? I said seriously, how did they say, you know what, you're the guy that's going to play second base today?
It's one of those things. I don't know. It's like,
I know they wanted to get the lefties out because of Rodon. His numbers against lefties are really, really, really good, but still.
So Wheeler's at 32 pitches in the bottom of the second. Gotta think he's not maybe he gets. I guess he's got. In theory, could get to the 6th.
He's gonna have to really settle in, and he doesn't look like he's. Well, people are talking about the fact that they finally took a visit to the mound.
Yeah, that's not normally a page out of Rob Thompson's book. Usually he's a guy that likes to let him sweat it out a little bit.
Yeah, a lot of that's on the pitching coach, though. He pretty much runs the pitching staff, especially on this team.
So, are you a fan of the fact that Thompson has the tendency to treat everybody much the same?
You're talking about
where, regardless of who the pitcher is, he's a guy that kind of just likes to let them figure things out, as opposed to
I don't think it's really Thompson. Cotham is really the guy who runs the pitching staff. I think, and a lot of people have told me that Cotham is very analytically driven, and that basically is like Vic Fangio for the pitching staff. Kind of just, it's his basically analytics of how you'll hear Thompson talk about, we had him 85 or 6 or 85. These are you think that Rob Thompson came up with those numbers out of the clear blue sky? Those are the numbers that he was given. These are the amount of pitches that you have for him today.
I get that, but I just think to let these guys go and try to figure it out on their own. Like, Luzardo falls off a cliff quickly.
But
So
that
treat him the same way you would treat Wheeler, where it's like, oh, he'll
I
figure
don't think
it
they
out.
do treat him the same way, though. I think Wheeler gets 100, 115 pitches.
Yeah, but in
I think
terms
Luzardo
of not
gets about
going,
80.
right? So the viewer was saying not going out to the mound. Like there's certain guys you got to have a shorter leash that you just at least go out to the mound.
Well, we
and
talked about
talk to
that
them.
inning on the show. I don't know. Like, I think they could have gone. The first guy doubled. The second guy walked. It's first and second with nobody out. The next guy he gets out, strikeout. The next guy he gets out, pop up. It's first and second with 2 outs. And that happens all the time. Then there's the pop up that Real Muto misses. That would have got them out of that inning. When he walked the bases loaded is when you could have theoretically said, all right, you could go out to the mound here. He didn't. Oh, good job. You turned off the fan. Yeah, that's where they probably could have gone out to the mound, but I don't know. I don't think they were going to get a pitcher warmed up in time to really make a pitching change.
I don't know that you're looking to change him. I just think sometimes that mental reset where it's just like, hey man, don't over.
Oh, I'm saying
think
that
this.
is where he loaded the bases. They probably should have gone out the mound there and said, hey, listen, let's get out of this thing. It's 5-0. Bases are loaded. There's 2 outs. Sitting over right here. This is the guy you need right here. And then he walks that guy. At that point, you probably said, all right, you got to get somebody warmed up. But it's 5-0 with 2 outs. Are you really thinking I need to go to Jordan Romano to get me out of this mess? That's why I think that inning, especially with the pitch clock, you got to throw a pitch every 15 seconds with guys on base. So those innings just kind of unravel quickly. You don't have this time to walk around the mound, take your time, stall, delay. You got to get up there and keep throwing pitches every 15 seconds. So it's hard to get a pitcher loosened up, especially like Romano, who's used to closing games. So he knows when he needs to start pitching if he's closing the game. If he's the guy coming in the 5th inning, he might take 7-8 minutes to get himself warmed up. So I think it's not like as conventional in today's game.
Listen, and it can be taxing. I think because the other argument is if you look at his history, you would think to yourself, all right, we may need somebody that's starting to lightly get loose in the 4th inning as an emergency break glass type of situation because of who it is.
In the 4th inning,
it was a no-hitter.
He had a no-hitter going, and he had been cruising along in the game. So you're not thinking like, hey, maybe we need a guy warmed up here. It's not like he had 85 and was laboring his way through.
It's just
the 4th inning.
Certain guys.
But at the same time, it'll be the same person that complains and says, he's throwing a no-hitter. Why would you take him out of the game? I don't care what the analytics say.
Yeah.
So you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. If you're a team that follows the analytics, you either follow them or you don't. By the way, 3rd inning. Let's go to this week's beer of the day. It's the Seed.
The Seed.
Little Place to Rest. It is an outstanding ditty from the people at the Seed who make, in my estimation, the best IPAs in all of South. Any place I've been to, these are the most consistent, best IPAs. Now, other places make great IPAs. They make the most consistent and the multitude of them. I have another one in the fridge inside, a different one that we'll try a little bit later maybe. This one here, 3.7%. Very
3.7.
3.7.
That might be the lowest you've ever
Very
drank.
crushable. You can hang out at the beach all day with these bad boys. And
so what was the smell?
Oh, geez. I mean, tell me you don't smell the difference in that.
Oh yeah, that's pure.
Now you know what we're talking about when we say
that's
the
pure.
smell test. Right here. That is, you know, this one right off the bat is a winner. Oh, man, that's good. Check out my Untapped at WVUMG. Or is it MGWVU?
I'll
tell you in a second. I think I would know that. MG973. MG973.
You're
That's my untapped.
Put a banner up there.
Yeah.
Big swing by the Shorbino. So now 3-2.
Setup is definitely
3-2, 2 outs. The confidence that this guy has is just off the chart.
true.
Schwarber. And is he now the guy that no matter what you're doing, even if you kind of have the Phillies game on in the background, you immediately stop and you invest that couple minutes because you've got to see this guy hit? I think so. Oh, it's not
Or
what I wanted to
strikeout.
see. And then, so where does Schwarber sit for you on your all-time Phillies favorites? Is he on your Mount Rushmore of the Phillies?
Oh, I wouldn't say he's in the top 4.
Oh. Who is your Mount Rushmore of Phillies? Past to present. Of all time. We'll go one by one. I'm going to go, for me personally, Chase Utley is definitively on the Mount Rushmore. Could be a good question for those hanging with us on the watch party, which we do greatly appreciate everybody tuning in. And feel free, chime in if you're in the YouTube chat. It'll actually pop up. It'll give us the ability to put it out on the stream, so we can kind of share your thoughts. If you're watching on X, just give us a proverbial tweet at Mike Gill Show. Mike will kind of check that out. And then obviously we got it rolling on at BFA live stream as well. And
Yeah, we've, by the way, a large Sunday audience here for a hot steamer of a day.
Yeah.
So if you're watching out there, like, subscribe to the YouTube channels. Most people, it seems like, are watching on the X platform. We have, obviously, we have the BFA live stream X platform. We have the Nick Earnshaw radio X platform, and we have the Mike Gill Show, where most of the people are watching right now. But we do offer on YouTube, so you can watch it on your home TV. I know you're saying, well, I'm watching the Phillies game on the home TV. This is from my laptop. That's fair, too. You can watch on the YouTube app on your phone or on your iPad or on your laptop if that's easier for you.
The chat feature is cool on YouTube because we can incorporate it into the stream.
Right. So watching on YouTube allows you to comment in the comments section a lot easier and cleaner, which is good for us. I got to say, by the way, we'll pop the question up for you. Who is in your Phillies Mount Rushmore? You said Chase Utley.
He's my one.
I had Cole Hamels would probably be one of mine. I was always a big Cole Hamels fan. Plus, he was the MVP of the World Series and the NLCS. So I'd probably say Cole Hamels would be in there.
I will say Schwarber is on my Mount Rushmore. I've thoroughly enjoyed watching this guy in a Phillies uniform. He's a showstopper. Like you were talking about Sirianni and the Rocky Balboa kind of synergy that he's got going there with his journey. That's the kind of guy, like, I just had this vibe. You think Philly, like, what does a Philly look like, be like, act like? That's where I kind of think there's a lot of things that I like about Utley and Schwarber in that capacity.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I mean, I had some bad teams growing up. Oh, Jesus God.
Lord.
There's your war going down.
There goes Nick Castellanos picking up his lunch. Spilled it all over the lobby. Oh, golly.
Horrible.
All right, so you got Hamels.
I think how I'm going, like, because, 93, I was in high school. So, like, that team resonates where you had, like, Schilling and
Kevin Stocker.
I wouldn't say I was a big Kevin
Dinky?
Stocker fan. I like Dinky, but not around long enough. Dykstra, Kruk, Dalton.
Kruk. So a guy like Kruk, right? He probably may make some fans out there's Phillies Mount Rushmore. But is it because of Kruk, the player, or is it a combination of you loved Kruk as a player, but now you really love him now?
I think it's a combination. Is you remember he was a good player here, good player, and then he became, a very beloved figure as a broadcaster.
Yeah. So I don't have any pictures on there yet. I don't have any pictures on there. So here's your second. What are you asking me to do?
Move this out of the thing.
Didn't notice it was in there, but don't call me the best production guy.
Yeah, I
Sure
noticed.
for nothing.
I don't know. I've always been kind of a pitcher guy first. Like even like those
Well, you were a pitcher.
07, 8, 9 teams, I was always more like I never had a favorite between Utley, Rollins, Howard. I was kind of more partial to Howard.
Cole Hamels is a World Series MVP.
That's why I put him on there.
Yeah.
Hamels. I was always a big Roy Oswalt fan, but he wasn't really here long enough. Loved him with the Astros. Ooh. That's one thing I think they need to fix. You're talking about the ABS for balls and strikes. They got to do a better job on these check swings. I feel like these umpires just guess. They're not paying attention. They're just like...
I give a lot of credit because I don't think I would have the concentration to actually keep my eyes there every single pitch.
And I don't think they do. That's my point.
Yeah.
I think they're just guessing. Did they swing? Yes, he did. They just assume everyone swings all the time.
Just by the reaction.
Just a little place to rest, by the way. So went to the Seed to go get it. They sell them in 6-pack cans. So I went over to the Seed the one weekend. They had a full fridge of them. The next weekend I went back, completely gone.
Really?
Yeah. Completely gone. So if you're watching, you can tweet at us or post at us or hit us in the comment section. Right now, I saw this post on Facebook today. What are the 10 South Jersey beers you have to try?
South Jersey beers.
Like at a brewery. One of the South Jersey breweries that you would say, let me see how they word it.
Is it an actual brew or a place? Like an actual
brewery
flavor?
Yeah.
Because,
well,
flavor-wise,
you would get it at the place.
Tonewood Fuego. That's on there for me to go to. Go to is Swoosh. I love
let me get the exact.
I love the Bonesaw Swoosh.
Yeah. Name 10 South Jersey beers from 10 different breweries.
Ooh.
Everyone should try at least once.
10 different breweries. Okay.
Yep. What does everybody got? What's your one? You don't have to give us 10. But if you're watching, what's your one? Your number one. Like if you're saying you have to try this beer, what would it be? And I'm telling you right now, this one might be my answer.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a big statement coming from you.
Yep.
That is a very, I don't think people can appreciate how big of a statement that is.
I have another one that I got. So I went to go get this. I bought 2 6-packs there of this little place to rest. I went back the next week to go get another one because I brought one to the beach with me. And they're so light and refreshing that you can bring it to the beach. So I went to go get another one. He said, we sold out. But I have another one for you, which I bought a 4-pack of because they had the bigger cans of the one. They're actually inside. I'll maybe bring out one later. That one's very good, but it's 7.3. So it's a little heavier than this one. But if you were to get now, if I'm going to give you 10, but if I'm giving you one, like we're asking the people, if you're watching, give us one. The best beer you have to try right now in South Jersey. Ooh, here's the throw at the plate. Rojas!
Oh, and he did
Oh,
there he is. Mr. War himself saving the day.
dude, he flung that thing.
How about
That was like a Michael Vick fling of the football.
the Yankees can't believe it. Look at this.
This
He's
is
like,
how you get behind a
Hey,
ball and
Schwarber,
throw it home.
this is how you do it. That's a nice tag by JT.
Oh, we'll see here.
He's up. Did
he get him in the head?
He did get him. Right in the neck. Oh, yeah.
I think he did.
Yes, he did. Wow. That's huge. Paco Figueroa, he's excited to see that. So is it one off of the beaten path, or is this like mainstream? See, it changes. I feel like you have us kind of into all these different places and beers and things to try, and just like when I feel like I really like one, then I tend to run in and find another one. I'm like, oh, now this one's really good too.
Well, I'm a big IPA drinker, so generally like Friday night I was over at Sopo in Summers Point, and their beer Flake News would probably be in my 10.
Yeah, Flake News, that was a good one.
It would probably be in my 10. Now, I was there with my buddy Friday night, and they had a porter. I think you were drinking the porter.
I did drink the porter. That was very good.
It was called like something nickel then dime.
Nickel and dime porter, something. That was a good porter. So where you like those IPAs, I like the heavier stouts, porters. Mm-hmm. And so
I talked to John over at Sopo Friday night, and he said they're working on a new hazy, because they do have Flake News. That's like their signature beer. It's always on tap there. But he said they're working on another IPA that it's going to be a hazy IPA. So looking forward to that. That would probably be in my 10 right now. I mean, the Seed is tough because they change their beers so often. Yeah. So it's hard. Like, I could go there one week and get this, and it's not there the next week. So that's the hard part with them is they make, but almost everything they make is so good. So
live by the nickel, die by the dime. It's the porter at Sopo.
I was at Myers Lighthouse on the 19th, which, by the way, for all our viewers, we were not there on the 19th. We had a little bit of a scheduling conflict that day. And we'll have details on when we will be doing our show live from Myers Lighthouse. But I did go out there that night, and we had a good crowd out there that came out on that Saturday night. They did the Sausage Brothers out there, and there was a good crowd for that. And that was the night the Phillies played Mike Trout and the Angels. Nice catch. But they have a good beer right now. It's their anniversary beer.
Yes, their anniversary beer is good.
That's their anniversary IPA is pretty strong.
Their stout, Lucky Shot Stout. That's another one that I really enjoy. Has some chocolatey vibes to it.
My mom was, I was with my mother yesterday. We went over to Tuckahoe Inn to watch the Phillies game. And she had a little Ludlam Island. I think it was a blonde ale. My mom's more of like she likes to have like a Blue Moon style.
I was at the Seaville Tavern yesterday and did have a Ludlam Water Guns and Rainbows on draft.
That might be up there in my 10, the Water Guns and Rainbows.
That's on mine for sure. Bonesaw Swoosh is up there for me.
Bonesaw Swoosh.
Tonewood Fuego.
Tonewood Fuego definitely in that 10. That Tonewood Fuego is delicious. That Tonewood Fuego would probably be one of the closest to a Seed level. Now, the beer that Gusto made with the Seed, I don't know if they still have that on tap. I'll have to check their menu. That Anemakori, that was really good.
Yeah. I saw that Wanderback is really starting to grow their offerings. So they're currently brewing out of EHT, but they're going to be moving into Vineland in the next probably 6 months. They had a forever or future-proof
looking
future-proof Pilsner. That's a good one from Wanderback.
Yeah, they brew their beer right now over at Hidden Sands.
It's all about the water. What are they going to do when they don't have the Hidden Sands water? Maybe they're going to buy the water from them.
Good question.
difference, man.
I would think so. And I think they would have to account for that.
Especially a hot day like today. I'd love to be at Hidden Sands right now.
Should we take a
Get a
during
couple,
the 7th inning stretch, head over there?
get a couple pints of their water. Think you get their water to go?
I don't know.
Bring him a jug. Hey man, can you fill my 5-gallon? Don't know.
Well, it's funny. When you walk in there, how many breweries do you go to? And they're like, have you ever tried our water yet?
Yeah. So what about that too, that strategy? I've been doing that a lot more lately. I don't know if it's just something that's like coming with age, but drinking a water in between each beer. Good strategy.
We've done it for years.
I've just gotten into it. I don't know what the delay was, but
Especially if you know it's going to be a long day at the office.
Yeah.
Clearwater, you do that down there.
We do that down there. So what if they don't offer you a straw?
Wouldn't drink a beer with a straw.
No, for the water.
Oh, I don't usually use the straw for the water either.
It's kind of weird.
I like
Weird
to chew
that-
because I like to chew on the ice.
Weird in the thought that you don't like draft beer.
I got a funny story about draft beer yesterday.
Concerns of that, right? Of like, well, the wines, this and that, but like water, you're heavily relying on the guy or gal that's washing the dishes or the dish machine. And you're gonna have, here's a water, Mike, and you just drank it out of a glass that maybe who knows who had the glass before you.
Yep. So we were at Tuckahoe Inn yesterday.
Oh boy.
They offer the beer, this Ludlam Island. I can't remember the name of it. Something, it's like a blonde ale. They have it on draft and a can. So my mother's friend, she says, I'll get it in a can. Okay. She orders the can. The guy gives her a can. And then he walks away. Then she looks at me. She goes, are they not going to offer me a glass? I said, well, he offered you to get it in a draft. You had the chance for the glass. Yeah. You passed and asked for the can.
Yeah, I can't.
She said it stays colder in the can. That's why she wanted the can over the draft, but she wanted to pour it into the cup by keeping the leftovers in the can instead of pouring.
So she's using the can as a cooler.
Pretty much. She's right, because she said it stays cooler in the can, which is one of the reasons I like the beer in the can as well, because I think it stays cooler in there longer.
So,
but her whole thing was she didn't want to pour the whole thing into a cup. She only wanted to put half of it in the cup and keep the other half in the can.
Interesting.
We were out the other day. What's your theory on this? We were up at I keep going back to, we were at Dick's. Because usually for the baseball team, there's one day during the tournaments, we kill half the day when we check out the hotel and we like, what are we going to do? Oh, we'll walk around Dick's for an hour.
Yeah.
And so my buddy, we're in Dick's and he tries on the hat.
Okay.
Once you try on the hat at the store, you now have to buy the hat. You've now had it on your head.
You're talking to a guy that has a shaved bald head. This is something I'm very in tune with.
I'm not a hat guy.
No, I know you're not a hat guy, but so for me,
so I said to him, he tried the hat on. He says, how's it look? I said, well, what's the difference? You've already had it on your head.
You have to put a hat on before you buy it.
So do you ever think about the other people who have tried the hat on before you did?
I do. And here's what I do. Admittedly, I never try on the first hat that's on the rack. I always look for one that's like farther back.
That's not a bad strategy.
So I'd always do that. That's the one.
I've seen this. It's funny because we've been on these trips for years and it's never come up. And I was like, how's the hat look? I said, well, what's the difference? You now own that hat.
Yeah, it's and I guess it also, yeah. I mean, it's a good thought. But I also look at it, a lot of the hats, when you buy them, they have that like insert, the like cardboard insert. I mean, I've always thought just for shipping. Oh, here we go. Stump the fans. Who's the only player in the Baseball Hall of Fame to play for both the Phillies and the Yankees? Steve Carlton play for both?
No.
Hmm. Interesting.
Pedro? No, Pedro played for Boston.
Yeah, Boston. Yeah, he pitched for the Mets too, right?
Yeah, no, definitely didn't play for the Yankees.
That's a good. Now I'm like, see, that got us off our game. But yeah, so that cardboard insert in the hat, I guess it serves a bit of a dual purpose. But I mean, yeah, man, once you put that hat on, I mean, it's like 5-second rule. Something falls on the floor. Same thing. If you get the hat on and off in like 5 seconds, it's not really like you put it on. And then the worst part is, what about the violation of the guy bending the thing? Did he bend it? So I never bend it.
No, he had it. It was
It's flat brim. Because sometimes, you see people like automatically, how's this looking? Then they bend it.
Yeah, and they're doing the.
Oh yeah, can't do that. That's a violation.
No, we were up in Old Bridge, so it was like it was a Rutgers hat. It was just a black hat with a red R on it. It's like, oh, this Rutgers, kind of. It's like a good looking hat, black with the big red popping R.
Yeah.
How's that look? I said, well, you own it now. What's the difference?
You would think by now, maybe our friends at Dick's Sporting Goods could have a mirror that you walk up to, or has a little computer screen, and you pick what hat you want, and as you're standing there, it puts the hat on.
Yeah,
puts that on you.
Probably do something like that, like
How's
like
it
they
look?
do with like glasses.
Yeah, well, like these guys get traded or they move teams. Like, boom, just drop it in on a graphic, change the jersey, change that. Here's a picture of your face, and here's what you look like with this hat. I have some connections with a couple of people at Dick's Sporting Goods. Maybe I'll pitch that to them. I'll give you credit if they decide it's a good idea.
Yeah. Sure, there's a better way.
Well, there's like certain things that you can't try on if you're going to buy it. And things aren't returnable. So I guess a hat technically is also not returnable for obvious reasons. Or is it?
I don't know how that works.
Someone buys you a gift. I buy you what size?
Lock it right there.
What size hat are you? You want to lock that?
Yeah.
It's a little steamy out here.
Like when it goes over here, it's not doing anything. It's not bad when it's right. Oh, go a little bit more your way.
Went the other way. It changed direction.
The only player to play for the Yankees and the Phillies in the Hall of Fame.
I'd be cheating. I couldn't. I'm trying to like draw it in my head.
They showed it on Apple TV the other night. They had a bunch of guys that had played for both teams.
I did see that, but I gotta think it's a pitcher.
They had Bobby Abreu played for both teams.
Yeah. I got it. I think he's in the hall. Only because of the length of time that he played. Oh, Raul Ibanez.
No.
Not in the hall? Played a long time. It's kind of hard to play that long and not have the kind of numbers that get you in.
Raul Ibanez?
Played a long time.
It doesn't mean he played at a Hall of Fame level. That was your say that you got it?
I think so.
Raul Ibanez is not in the Hall of Fame. Not even like under consideration.
What about outfield? Other outfielders.
It's got to be somebody old. Like before my time, because the only Hall of Famers that I really remember that I've actually seen are like Carlton, Schmidt. After that, the Phillies don't really have any Hall of Famers.
No.
So it's got to be somebody before that.
Yeah, some of the guys, oh God. Hopefully Sosa's scared, not hurt. JT's asking for another ball while one's in play. I don't think you can do that.
I think it was going this
God,
way.
yeah, that was bad. Bad throw. Literally. Ooh.
Yeah, it's got to be somebody like previous to the 70s. Although, I mean, it could be Raul Fonges.
We're gonna have to wait forever. Don't they hold off that to like the seventh inning?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we have any guesses out there that aren't cheating?
6 more Sundays until kickoff.
Yeah.
We'll have to do duel on the porches in September.
There'll be a couple of them for sure. September 28th could be a date. Eagles going to see the Bucks.
Yeah, the 21st they play the Rams.
Bad hair day for whoever that host is right now on the NFL Network.
Yeah.
Trent Grisham. He looks like a Yankee from the 70s.
It's like Chris Chambliss.
Yeah.
Remember him?
Vaguely.
Look him up. Look that one up. Chris Chambliss.
Yankees baseball hat day or cowboy hat day.
Charlie Hayes played for both teams.
Not a
Hall of Famer.
Not a Hall of Famer.
We'll just go back to that graphic from the other night.
Yeah.
Bobby Abreu was Charlie Hayes. Yes, he did. By the way, it's a strike anyway. This guy wasn't paying attention.
Steve Carlton didn't throw for the Yankees at some point in his career.
Steve Carlton pitched for the White Sox, the Cardinals, the Giants, the Twins. I do not believe he pitched for the Yankees. I could be wrong. Maybe he had like a.
Well, I won't spoil it for you. I'm gonna lock in Carlton as my my answer, and then I'll see if either one of us are anywhere near close to being on the right path.
He says it's really going to bug you when you find out. And Crux says it already is. This will be the 22nd pitch from Wheeler. I mean, if it's Carlton, then he pitched for the Yankees. I don't remember that. I do remember him pitching for the Giants, the Twins, the White Sox. I mean, this was like way at the end of his career, those teams.
Oh. Yep. It's before the 80s. And it wasn't Carlton, but it was a pitcher. I would have not gotten this. Not even. Like, you could have offered me a new truck from RK Chevrolet in Vineland. I would not have gotten this right to get the truck. Nope. He was on that graphic the other night.
Really?
He was. Because now that I saw who it was, I'm like, oh, that's why. Oh, man. So I'm finishing up the yacht juice that I had from a previous episode. Let it get a little too warm, but she's still good. I feel like yacht juice.
Chris is up in North Jersey.
I got a double nickel coming up.
There's another yacht juice in there.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch up double nickel. I'll keep it in South Jersey. Looking forward to this show tonight, by the way.
What is it?
It's on the Shark Week is wrapping up on Discovery Channel. This is called In the Eye of the Storm.
I've been watching a lot of Jaws stuff recently because of the 50 years.
Did you see the one where it was like the documentary behind the scenes? Like
no, what was that on?
That was it was on National Geographic, but you can get it through Disney if you have the Disney Plus.
I think I have Disney Plus.
Or probably Hulu.
Don't have Hulu.
Maybe it's on that Geo. You have YouTube TV, so you have that.
Yeah.
Might be able to find it on there. That was good.
I want to watch that.
Young filmmaker, kind of was like walking you through the mindset, the challenges. It was really cool.
I mean, there's so many like documentaries on YouTube that have been done by like, independent outlets that just like talked about different things, but I wanted to see that particular one. Is Otto Kemp?
Otto Kemp.
Ooh, he smokes that ball.
Gets a hold of one. That one goes back, way back, and it is gone.
Kemp with his 2 home run day.
Kemp. Wow.
Jeez. 434 feet for Kemper.
He's feeling it.
Yay.
No doubter.
You said earlier you don't see him as much of a...
No doubter. Well, I was saying he was a guy that's just like, would you get value for him? I don't know, but keep hitting the ball like that. He could be the next Rooker. Dude, he just launched that.
Hey, if he can hit at this level, like at where he's been going, that would be a huge boost.
What a great story.
Yeah, the guy's playing D2 school.
Pulled himself off the scrap heap. Injuries. No offers. Never gave up on himself. And how about the other cool part? Never went to Citizens Bank Park until he actually got to play there. I appreciate that.
Sosa. Ooh. Oh. There's a base hit. The worst. Oh, he hit off the top of his glove.
Man. So how many home runs did the Phillies hit this week? I think it feels like multi-homer in almost every game.
You're 3 today.
How sad was the other night when they hit 5 and lost? How do you hit 5 home runs in a game and lose?
You're on the air, camera one. Jeez. He threw over to first base. They showed the dugout.
Production team sweating it out.
Here comes Weston Wilson. He hasn't got a hit since the Biden administration. What's he hitting? 189. Although now that we just ripped him, he'll probably do something good here.
We're here to help. So another round of banana ball tonight at the bank.
Is there?
Yeah.
I did not know that. There was two
games. Yeah.
Oh!
Foul.
When I rip somebody, they'll do something good. Otto Kemp, ring the bell.
That Phillies tailgate on that already? Did you see on X? They already had that home run clip up? My Lord.
Yeah, man, they're great.
They're quick.
Down. No Nick today. Where's Nick at right now currently? Gotta get
Yeah,
him
he was on the train back from North Jersey, but by now.
Get down. Gotta get Nick on our Life 360 app.
There you go. We could bring him in on the on our platform. He could join us live from the air conditioning. Good news that I won't have to go to the gym tomorrow. Pretty much sweat it all out right here.
Down.
We got runners at first and second with nobody out, campers.
Got a bunt here with Rojas, right?
Oh, you got to bunt Rojas here. Let's be smart about it. Bunt gate time. Speaking of Earnshaw, I'll be screaming at the TV, and it looks like they're going to have a conversation. Fearful for what may happen if you let Rojas get a hold of you here. The Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. I need to get some, I got to go hydrate. Get some water.
All right. Big crowd watching today. Thanks to everybody who's been tuning in so far. On the porch. Check us out weekends right here on the Mike Gill Show YouTube channel. He offered it. Strike. Got to get a Rojas bunt here, man. You got to get this down. Now you're down in the count 0-1, so it makes it a little more difficult because you're probably not going to get a great pitch to bunt here. Terrible. 2 good pitches, by the way, by Rodon. I mean, he throws 2 right at the knees there. Oh! Those were 3 really good pitches. Man, Rojas strikes out looking.
Surprise, surprise, surprise.
Those were 3 really good pitches. I mean, that thing is on the outside black.
There you go. And
Ooh.
the brown boxer called in Clearwater. They want to know how you got a glass back to Jersey. Speaking of Clearwater, man, rest in peace, brother. Hulk Hogan.
Yeah. Crazy. What a weird story this has been this whole week of like what happened. You know, he's been sick and people were kind of like downplaying it. And
well,
we've been to
been a centerpiece of our spring training trip to Clearwater Beach.
Our Airbnb is right behind Hogan's Hangout.
Every single year we spend time at Hogan's Hangout.
Yeah, and I've been to
karaoke with him.
Been to the Hogan's Beach Shop many times too.
Yeah.
We got a funny picture. Let me see if I can put it up on the screen. see if I can.
Trey Turner, get through. Oh, boy, what
nice
a play. Oh. Well, they're going to challenge it.
Maybe.
Safe. We had his Real American beer this past year when we were there.
I did not.
I did. I had to stop there and have a Real American beer.
Yeah. I did not have the Real American beer. I can't imagine it was very good.
It wasn't.
It wasn't.
It did give a very classic Budweiser kind of vibe to it. It was a light beer, so
It could be in the realm of the garage beer.
yeah. I like the garage beer probably better than the Real American.
Oh!
Schwarber! Oh my goodness! Get out, ball! Get out, ball!
Oh! Wow.
Ugh. Man. So let me get this straight. We had runners at first and second with nobody out. We didn't get a run. Is that what happened? Just checking.
Awful bunt job by Rojas.
Did he attempt?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, the first one he pulled back, but it was the strike called strike. So he attempted. Well, he didn't attempt. He pulled back.
But he should have.
It was a called strike.
Jeez. So as you're looking for that, I'm in the process of I'm in a dynasty football fantasy football league, right? So you hold on to all your players, and then you get 4 rounds each year. That's heavily predicated to draft the rookies. So myself and our brother from another Al Fisher in this league with our sons and some, we'll call it a couple of Utes. They're much younger than we are. They're 20 somethings. So they start the draft last night at 7 o'clock. Everybody gets 4 hours on the clock to make a pick. I'm literally sitting here with you. It was only 4 rounds. I'm still waiting to make my 4th round pick. Is that like totally ridiculous or just me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I literally went to sleep, ended up on the clock, woke up, and I was still on the clock to make my pick.
Yeah, I would put that in the category of totally ridiculous.
Yeah. They don't think so. Like, well,
I mean, I guess what's the difference? You have 6 weeks until the first.
yeah, but just get it over with. You're going to have a draft. Have a draft, man.
So here's the picture of Hulkster at the bar.
Oh, yeah.
So on Monday nights, if you've ever been to Clearwater Beach, it's a place called Hogan's Hangout, which Hulk Hogan's moniker is, the bar is named after. I don't know if he owns it, but he might have like a small stake in it.
Sure.
I think they license his name. But on Monday nights, he hosts karaoke night. And we went there a couple of years ago. And our old buddy Todd Rank sang karaoke, which I actually have the video in my phone. I could probably put that up on the screen. But there's Hogan hosting and calling Todd up to the stage to sing karaoke for the night. And the line to get into the place is like absolutely insane. Wrapped up around the building, down the street. You have to get there.
Got to know a guy.
Like 8 o'clock is when it starts, but you need to start lining up to get there about 6 to go to this karaoke on Monday nights because Hogan is there, and he comes in like through a back door. They have like, people escorting him in there, and it's a scene. So like there'll be nights where you go and maybe Jimmy Hart's there with them, or there's been other people, old school wrestlers.
There are a lot of retired wrestlers in that area.
Right, who have been known to show up, like, Ric Flair's been there, and like Eric Bischoff will show off, or like Brutus Beefcake, lives down there. So We went the night, and Hulk was there. Now this is the see if I can. This is where Nick has really done us dirty this week. I don't know how to change the layout. Maybe this. Okay. All right. So that is that. This is surprised I can't find. Oh, that's not a strike. Jeez. Gonna start calling that strikes. People are gonna be in some trouble here. Oh, so these are the pictures from his beach shop, the Hogan's Beach Shop.
That's a cool place too, man.
Yeah, he's got all his memorabilia in there, so you can see there's a WWE Championship. This is the NWL belt that he spray painted when he first won. When he was in NWL. So you go in the beach shop, which apparently they've expanded.
Yeah,
they've made it bigger.
It took over
the place next door.
Yeah.
So now it used to be really small, like a hallway almost.
Yeah. Well,
and
WWE's exploded. But it is cool. We have pictures of us with the his heavyweight champion belt at Hogan's Hangout too.
Yeah, let me see if I can find the video. I'll send it over.
Showing look, Joey Chestnut there, Mike. He was at the Savannah Bananas last night. I guess they're eating bananas.
He just did that thing the other day. 99 beers and 99 hot dogs in 9 innings.
Oh no. Yeah, showing highlights on the TV broadcast right now. Savannah Bananas, they're back there tonight. You a fan of the banana ball format where they have the clock for 2 hours and you're in and you're out?
Yeah, as what it is, I don't mind it. I wouldn't want baseball to like do something like that, but I think it would be awesome. I mean, I think it's pretty cool that they have like a an entertainment baseball product. It's pretty cool. I mean, it's like the Harlem Globetrotters.
Okay. Victorino was the
who was the
special guest.
Anybody else? I remember last year they had like Ryan Howard, they had Joe Blanton, they had Jamie Moyer.
I figure it might have split up, right? So tonight they may have something else left in the bag of tricks. Man, this Yankee lineup is just frightening in its own right as well. I mean, at least Judge is out of the lineup today, but you go from Bellinger usually to Judge to Stanton. That's it's pretty serious firepower. I'm listening to the video of Todd Rank singing. Was he singing "No Easy Way Out"? What the hell is he just singing?
No,
Big Out there by Wheeler. Getting Stanton to chase. He's got 6 Ks. Think about how this game started. The fact that he's still out here on the mound. Impressive. 89 pitches, bottom 5, 2 outs. Maybe he comes out for the 6th. 1-run game.
Good pitch. Maybe. I mean, the bullpen yesterday, they didn't really use anybody. They used a bunch of guys that are like low leverage guys yesterday. It was like they used Seth Johnson and Daniel Robert.
Chisholm's not happy with the call, but that one was right there.
Daniel Robert, Seth Johnson. Who else pitched yesterday? Oh, Alan Rangel. So they have everybody available. Like they're higher leverage guys right now, whatever that means. David Robertson pitched yesterday for AAA. Lehigh gave up 3 hits, but did get out of the inning without giving up a run.
Yeah, that's not an indicator that they're just, but I guess it's in general, but really not trying to give up anything. You got to reach back and to get David Robertson.
Did you just throw him out of the game?
Nah. Just threw back the ball in disgust. Like, I'm not dealing with you, Chisholm. So we got Harper, Castellanos, and Real Muto here coming up. Harper still prefers to bat third, no matter what.
Kellen Moore.
Yeah. Former Eagles offense coordinator Kellen Moore.
I like that he's batting third.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it works. It's just a situation that we dealt with before. You got Bohm out, and I'm the big Castellanos fan, and it's not normally a guy that strikes fear to make you pitch to Harper.
But the way Schwarber's going right now, he's never had a chance to have someone like Harper hit behind him. So I kind of like the fact that they have Harper protecting Schwarber. Because right now, quite frankly, Schwarber's
a better hitter.
Been the more dangerous guy. So give him the protection.
Yeah.
Now, if they can get someone to hit behind Harper, Suarez, if they can get him, that's a guy that has almost 40 home runs.
What would you give up for him? Because it's his last year, so you're still in danger. You got to convince him to sign with you. And
probably Abel. I just don't think Abel's going to be anything special. I think he'll be a 4th or 5th back of the rotation starter. Not that that's, but you have a surplus of starting pitching. Yeah. So you've got to say, all right, listen, I get it. We like this guy. He's good, but we really need a bat.
Can you possibly even afford to re-sign Suarez after this year, though?
Probably not. I mean, you probably don't even want to. He's 34 years old. Not a great defensive player. But I asked the question this morning was, do they take Bohm? Yeah. A cheaper version of cheaper third baseman that's controllable for the next couple of years.
The Mariners farm system though is very deep. Very deep.
He doesn't play for the Mariners.
D-backs. Same thing. Very deep. So like you're there and you're kind of leaning on the youth movement. Which is interesting because the Mariners actually wanted him back. Because they're kind of on that, they're teetering near the top of the AL West.
What's going on out there?
Yeah, I don't know, man. Got a lot of cicadas having a good time on the porch. Apparently, they're not a fan of Suarez because they had a lot to say as soon as we mentioned his name.
It's amazing, like how unbelievably good you have to be. These guys throw 97 miles an hour. They can't get anybody out. And this guy, Rodon's just kind of finding corners, nooks and crannies. 93.
Just talk about elite control.
So good. Grisham. Did you look up Chris Chambliss?
No.
Played for the Yankees in like the 80s. There's some bad Yankees teams back then.
God. Oh boy. Yeah. It's a good call out.
Yeah.
New York making their call to the bullpen.
Did they answer the trivia question?
Not yet. Not yet.
Well,
Still trying to figure it out, huh? He's not giving up, kids. He is not giving up. So as you're contemplating now, we got the NFL Network on the other TV. Preseason starts August 7th.
no, starts this Thursday.
Well, for the Birds.
Yes. I'll be away.
It's nice.
I will be away on August 7th. And I will not look to watch that game. Now, I was away for the NFC Championship game and the NFC Division Round game, and I had to watch both of those games
Like 3
at
o'clock.
3 o'clock in the morning.
You're dedicated.
Not ideal, but I did wake up at 3 a.m. and watch both games in its entirety. And the NFC Championship game, even at 54-24, or 55-24, I stayed up all the way to the end.
And you listened to our ridiculous group text going back and forth while it was 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I had to keep turning that off, though, because that was giving away. So I was on a delay.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
I was a little delayed on the I was watching it down there. Jonathan Loaiza.
All right, so I'm going to go with a new selection for me. It's going to be the Double Nickel Sun Surfer. Kind of a wicked can there.
Pete G's a double nickel fan.
Double Nickel. Good brewery.
Mm.
Good crew, too. Met the guys that started the place a couple years back. They were on the hustle, giving out glasses. Unlike people just taking glasses from their bar.
Hey, Casty, Swigginibus.
Ooh.
It's Jada.
Summer blonde ale brewed with orange. Double dry hopped with mandarina.
Sounds like what my mom was drinking yesterday at the Ludlam.
Definitely a summer beer vibe.
Yeah, a little flat.
Yeah, it has like a hints of like orange rind in it. A 5.2% alcohol by volume.
Casty. Travis Hunter.
Went in the first round of the Dynasty draft that I was speaking of.
Did he?
Yeah, it only took him about an hour and a half to get drafted. He was like the third pick overall.
I used to be in a draft. It would be Labor Day weekend, which was brutal.
That's a violation.
And it was at the Landmark. And we would be there from noon until about 10 o'clock at night. And you had to do it. It was offensive draft. And then we would stop and start over and do a complete defensive draft. So you're drafting like defensive tackles.
No.
Linebackers.
No.
Yep.
JT Realmuto.
Yeah, it was, and it was a keeper league. So you had to have you could keep up to 5 players, and whatever players you kept, you lost the round of the pick that you picked that player in. So if you kept your 5th round pick from the year before, you lost your 5th round pick, for this year.
Yeah, we have the other league that I'm in, been in for like 16 years now. You can keep one keeper, and he has to be in at least the 7th round or later.
Oh, so you can't keep anybody.
You can't keep anybody who's like a top pick.
So if you keep a guy in the 1st round, you lose your 1st round pick. That was the way
Correct.
we did it. That's the way we did it.
Correct. And then we have another league that's straight up, whatever round you pick them in, you can keep them for a max of 1 year. And that would be, so if you kept your 2nd round pick, you wouldn't have a 2nd round pick this year. But if you pick a guy to keep who wasn't originally drafted, but maybe it was like a free agent pickup,
Yeah.
then you keep him on the average of everyone else's keepers.
Mm.
One of the best keepers that I've seen was Patrick Mahomes in the 17th round. And he was a rookie.
Wow. And he didn't even play as a rookie.
Didn't. But stashed him, held on to him. And
well, in those type of keeper leagues, too, there's so many rounds. People just, stash people.
Take a flyer.
Yeah. See, I'm in a league that I've been in for like literally 25, 30 years. And we have roster limitations. Everybody has to have the same exact roster.
What do you mean? Like,
so
player-wise, like 2 quarterbacks.
Everybody has to have
receivers.
2 quarterbacks, 4 running backs, 6 receivers, 2 tight ends, 2 kickers, and 2 defenses.
Yeah.
So everybody's roster is built exactly the same.
We have a dynamic of that. You have a little bit of flexibility in the flex, but you have, like, mins and maxes.
And I always liked it because it
makes you make a move.
It kept the league very, very competitive, because of injuries. You have to decide, do I want to get rid of this guy? Do I want to keep him? Whereas some of my buddies, they wanted to keep like 7 running backs on the roster. And it's
it's brutal. And then there's nobody available on the scrap heap when you need.
So the whole point of our league is the way we do it like this is there's always people available on the waiver wire, and we charge $25 a pickup.
Yeah, our main league is like that. We don't charge $25 a pickup, but we do the same deal. Like you can
only the free agent pot goes towards high game.
Yeah, we do the same thing.
So at the end of the year, that high game pot ends up being pretty good.
Well,
Kemp strikes out.
Kemp came back to earth because we weren't talking smack on him.
Yeah, he's already hit 2 home runs today. It's hard to.
Well, we're about to find out the FanDuel Stump the Fan question, I think. Going into the 7th.
Man, I don't even have a guess.
Listen, I was not even close. It's not true.
You said.
I'll give you the clue. The close was that left-handed pitcher. I was on a left-handed pitcher. And I'm going to say definitively a pitcher. I don't want to make sure I'm sending you down the wrong path. Let me confirm that this person was indeed the left-handed pitcher. Yes, I am right on that. This player is an American former professional baseball player and television sports commentator. A left-handed pitcher. He played Major League Baseball for the Washington Senators, Minnesota Twins, Chicago White Sox, Philadelphia Phillies, New York Yankees, and St. Louis Cardinals for a then record 25 years. Even at that, I still would have never had $1 million guess in this one. He was an all-star for 3 seasons and a Gold Glove winner for 16 straight seasons. He was the American League leader in shutouts in 62 and the AL leader in wins and complete games in 1966.
Hmm.
In accumulating his 283 career wins, he had 3 20-win seasons. This left-handed pitcher won 190 games with the Senators/Twins, second most in club history and most since the team moved to Minnesota. So the Minnesota Twins were the Washington Senators?
Mhm.
Okay, I didn't know that.
That I knew.
He also had the most Gold Glove awards of any Twin with 12.
Huh.
After a brief stint as a pitching coach for the Cincinnati Reds, this left-handed pitcher became a sportscaster and for the next 22 years calling games for the New York Yankees and Minnesota Twins. Following a brief retirement in 2006, he called Pool D for the 2009 World Baseball Classic in Puerto Rico and worked for the MLB Network from its inception in 2009 until August 2022. He was elected to the National Baseball Hall of Fame by the Golden Days Era Committee in 2022. Who am I? Like I said, even with all that information, there's not one thing on that I'm like, oh yeah, that's who that guy is.
Yeah. Oh, we hit that guy in the foot.
Wow. This guy's a pain in the toe today.
The only guy, I mean, from MLB Network that played for the Phillies, but he
Police act.
was police act. But
Nope. You're probably going to be like, who? That's going to be your response. Because it was definitely not like, oh, yeah, that guy. That wasn't the vibe that I got, even close. We do enjoy the FanDuel Stump the Fams question, by the way.
I like it better when it was called the Dodge something.
Yeah, me too. I keep calling it. Every once in a
Seems like it
while.
had a better flow. Was there a sponsor before Dodge?
Probably.
I don't remember, but I remember you used to have to go onto the website and put the answer in.
Really?
You could go to the website and you would put in like the first person who would get it
You get like a shirt or something.
would win
or
something. Yeah,
tickets.
Phillies prize pack, maybe.
Yeah.
They'd say your name, like Joe in Doylestown. You want a Phillies prize pack, courtesy of
MAB
IBX, MAB Paints to get those hats.
Dude, those were great. Just get those.
At what point are they going to make a comeback?
Oh,
How could they have not already?
how can they
made
not? So, what was your favorite throwback giveaway at the vet? Like back in the day when like giveaways first became a thing. I mean, they had some like insane giveaways. So one of the ones that I always loved, don't ask me why, you used to get a Tasty Cake rain jacket. It was literally a piece of plastic that had the plastic buttons on it, and they'd give it to you in the stadium. It'd be like a day like today. It'd be like 90-something degrees outside as a kid. You would put it on, and the best way to describe it was, like those like running suits that the wrestlers will wear to like make weight at the very last minute. Like you just sit there and just absolutely pour sweat trying to wear this thing.
You used to get the little bats, little mess.
Remember when they gave the regular size bats, and then somebody's like, "This is a bad idea."
103. That's it. Look at the hat, the little pitching chains, the little car up there.
Yeah, the old bullpen card. Yeah, so they used to give the full size bats, but then the little bats was always a good one. The MAB paint hat was great. Wasn't that the one too that it was like a ripoff of the Pirates hat that had like the pinstripes that went around it? They tried to make the Phillies hat like that a couple times.
That was our Little League All-Star hats when I was 11. We had the old Pirate style with the round top and then the
pinstripes around it.
Yeah. And then you would get a star for when you did something. And the stars were so heavy on your hat, they were like falling forward.
Yeah. Oh I'm trying to think of some of the other ones that I remember. I remember getting.
Well, the bobbleheads back there then were like, these big bobbleheads, and they always had they didn't look anything like the player. Now the bobbleheads are like very proportional.
They gave balls. They remember used to give balls. That was a bad idea too. People started launching them all over the place, especially from the 700 level. Bad idea.
Man. I can't believe I can't think of who this pitcher would be.
Man, you're really going in the way back machine with these guesses. So you can't see what Mike's doing, but he's literally putting his guesses in to the computer.
I was seeing if he was
and
left-handed.
seeing if he's like certain guys are left-handed.
We're gonna get the answer here, right?
Yeah, it should be this half. What was a pitching change?
Oh,
but yeah,
is that a violation for the Phillies fan to be eating an ice cream out of the Yankees helmet?
No, I give it a pass. It's 100 degrees, man. Just give me the ice cream. Can you imagine?
We never put so we have vinyl on the porches here to keep the in the winter time to keep it kind of winterized in here.
Never keeping the heat in the summer.
Well, we never rolled them up yet for the summertime because it was such crappy weather and so much rain into like June. Part of the reason that the vinyl's up is to keep the rain out of here.
Yeah,
because we have a dinner. We eat dinner out here. There's a dining room. There's a table outside here that we eat on the porch, and we didn't want the rain to hit the. And there's a rug out here as well, like down the other end of the down this end of the porch. There's a table with like for 6. So we didn't want to get wet, so we didn't roll it up, and now it's roasting.
I'll be taking my 3rd shower of the day when I go home.
Yeah, I'm not like sweating hot crazy like you are.
Yeah,
We could have done it inside today. We could have been on the couch.
Yeah, but we stuck with it. The on the porch vibe. We got to get back to the campground. Next weekend is going to be good weather for the campground. It's going to be like low 80s. A couple days this week, it's only going to go with like high 70s.
I'm ready for the summer to end. The weather's been awful all summer. There just hasn't been like a good stretch. It's been rain.
What is he doing to this box? Look what Banks is doing to the mound.
Not happy with
I got to think that the grounds crew wants to kill him.
So next Saturday.
Look at the grounds crew. He's like losing his mind. He's like, he wants to kill a guy.
Next Saturday, it's a Phillies Tigers.
Oh.
4:05 Wheeler Flattery. And Sunday, it's a Sunday night baseball.
Now we're talking.
Phillies Tigers, best team, 2 of the best teams in baseball.
Sunday night baseball. Do we get a fire going over at the campground? Ooh, big swing, dude.
Friday they have
the reaction
for Suarez Scooble Friday night.
Oh man,
you got Suarez, Scooble, Wheeler, Flattery, and Sanchez versus Casey.
Might have multiple broadcasts next weekend.
The following Saturday, I will not be around, but the Phillies play on Fox against the Texas Rangers, and then a 2:35 game against the Rangers on Sunday. And the following Saturday, they'll play 4:05 against the Nats, and then a Roku game on Sunday.
Roku?
That's an 11:35 start.
What?
11:35 on Roku.
Where are they playing at 11:35?
Washington. That Roku game they do at 11:30 in the morning.
God.
Every Sunday they do a game at 11:30.
Terrible. I mean, I'm saying it's terrible, but I guess from a timing standpoint, if you have something going on, it's kind of good. Great. Here goes Banks. More worried about his footing. Did you see the face of the groundskeeper?
He's disgusted.
He was disgusted. You know how much work he's going to have to put into the mound now after that game?
We got end of the inning. Banks does this job, footing and all.
Here comes top of the 7th. Sosa, Wilson, and Rojas. Fireworks part of the lineup. Said no one ever. Just got an alert reminding me our keepers are due for that one league.
So if you look at the graphic on the screen, you'll see Kyle Shore has 6 RBIs and 5 hits through the first 2 games. Phillies have scored 21 runs in the first 2 games of the series. Castellanos is back in the lineup after missing game 2 of the series. The Yankees acquired Ryan McMahon. That was part of the notes. He made a play earlier in this game. He's been a factor. And they also acquired Ahmed Rosario from the Nationals. So they have made 2 moves because their defense is atrocious. They got a couple defensive-minded players. McMahon with the Rockies.
McMahon was a big piece of that lame Rockies squad. So he probably felt like he just got parole after having a life sentence.
I'd say so.
So another thought for you. Eagles, speaking of football season being around the corner, sent out surveys to some of the season ticket holders looking for feedback about would they prefer a new stadium or would they be cool with upgrades to the current facility?
Yeah, we talked about this on Friday's show a little bit. I am not a fan of a dome. I know they want to try to get a Super Bowl. They want to try to get a Final Four. They want to try to get, events like that. WrestleMania again. They had WrestleMania there. Apparently the wrestlers were complaining how cold it was in April. So they want something that at the very least is like a retractable situation so they can host stuff like that. But I'd hate to see the Eagles-Rams game with the snow this year be inside.
Football. Dome, no thanks.
Yeah, not a fan. I mean, I don't go to a lot of – I've only been to Lincoln Financial Field maybe in my entire life. I've been there 10 times.
Okay.
If that. I've been to probably 5 Eagles games since it opened.
Really?
Maybe more.
Really?
Not a big NFL go-to-a-game guy. I'm definitely more Sunday right here, both TVs, all day long till midnight. I'll sit out here until it's too cold.
Yeah.
We went to a game last year. We went to Eagles-Giants, the game where all the starters were out. We took Logan. I think we went to a game. I think the last time I went to a game before that was that. Remember the game where it snowed and they played on like a Tuesday night? I was at that game.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Michael Vick was the quarterback. I think that was one of the last times. So I had not gone. I've been to a Temple game.
Yeah.
Temple. I don't remember who they even played.
Just
but
talking Temple moving out of there.
They need to.
Never
They've been trying to get their own stadium for a while.
Yeah.
But but I went to the game this past year against the Giants, and I think the stadium's great. I mean, I'm not like, man, this stadium's really starting to wear out. I feel like they've done a great job of keeping it up. So it's not more than 20 years old.
It's not. That's why I was saying when they were talking about another stadium, I was like, wow, this is really interesting.
Like, I can't imagine them getting rid of Citizens Bank Park anytime soon.
Because the Lincoln Citizens Bank Park were both open like
right one was 03,
time,
I think
right?
the other one was 04, or one was 04, the other one was 05.
So Citizens Bank Park was 04. I know that for a fact.
And I think the Link was the year either before or after.
So, I mean, you're only 22 years in. Like, that's crazy.
Like, I can't imagine, like, Citizens Bank Park has, like, stood the test of time. They've done so many improvements to it. They just keep adding to it, and it's not old. It's not beat up. It does not look like it's deteriorating at all. So I can't imagine them talking about a new Citizens Bank Park anytime soon.
No.
Which the link, I understand they want to try to host, because you think about it, Temple does play there. But what's that? 4 games, 5 games, maybe?
Yeah, but even that, like the Lynx suite facilities are stellar. They've invested a lot into it. They've added seating over the course of the year. The hospitality areas are first rate. I just seems to me building a new stadium feels greedy.
Now, if they're saying, look, we have 8 home games, maybe 9, plus a playoff game here and there, plus the Temple games and a couple concerts.
And that's it.
That's the only time that ballpark.
Stop! Oh.
That's the only time that ballpark gets any use, or the football stadium gets any use. If we had a dome, we could get. Plus, they're talking about World Cup. They're going to get. They do have World Cup coming in.
World Cup apparently the World Cup grass.
But they want domes now, because a lot of the grass stadiums do have dome stadiums do have grass, or some of them do. They can do it now.
Yeah.
But apparently the World Cup, to be in play, to be for.
I would imagine though we'd still be looking at a grass surface like Arizona, where they wheel it out and then wheel it in.
Yeah. So they were talking about Final Four, Super Bowl, WrestleMania, World Cup. Stuff like that they could utilize the building more than just say 20 times a year.
Right.
When you think about how much money you put into a stadium and how many times a year it actually gets used.
But that's also why they last for so long. You're not getting the crazy traffic. Like Citizens Bank Park has 40,000 people in it 100 times a year.
Outside. Cutter.
Martian for Rojas. Little righty on lefty crime.
Baldy, what's going on with that dude, Baldy?
Yeah, Baldy.
Oh, jeez.
The hair coloring is not looking great for the NFL Network right now, pal. Oh, boy. And he's a great guy.
Maybe just spent a lot of time in the beach this summer.
Maybe. Or
he does travel a lot.
Maybe he needs a new hairstylist. I'm going to go with the latter. He needs a new hairstylist, I think.
Yeah, it's not a good look there.
Marsh.
Under it. Chris Chambliss.
Can you see it? Yes, he can.
Trent Grisham.
Didn't see the answer to.
Is it in the bottom of the 7th inning?
Maybe.
I didn't see it.
I didn't see it either.
So all of you who are hanging out with us still here there's a lot of people hanging out watching us today. Thanks to everybody who's watching. Surprised we haven't heard from Earnshaw at all.
No. Hope he got home.
Yeah, right.
How about no takers on the Mount Rushmore of the Phillies either?
Didn't even come up with your own.
No, well, I started. I was waiting for you to give me your second one. You got stuck on Cole Hamels, and then it kind of faded off into the sunset. So I got Hamels. I got Schwarber. I'm going to go with Royal Halladay. And as a kid, takes me to my way back, I go with Schmitty.
You see, I'm a little too. Schmitty was not great when I was growing up.
Well, we're practically the same age.
Yeah, I did not see him and say, wow, I see what everyone thought. He was not. I mean, I'm 48.
49.
So, yeah, I mean, he was not really all that good.
What I loved back then was Juan Samuel. I was a big Juan Samuel guy. I did like him.
Juan Samuel.
Kent Colby with the submarine.
But that 93 team, that's just when I was. I mean, the 83 Phillies, I vaguely remember them being in the World Series.
Like 6, 5. That whole, right after that 83 era was kind of where I started to really like baseball. So I can remember going to the vet and walking in and you can look through and kind of see the field as you're walking around the concourse and smell like God knows what. Walking up the concrete ramp with the giant statues. I will say this. These guys are in their the Cure Auto Insurance promos. I'm taking a look over here at the.
I love how they give the guy the Ben Davis has the bat prop.
Yeah.
Like, here, Ben, put that bat over your shoulder. That'll give it more credibility. This hit will,
Meanwhile, their NFL Network's checking in with the Commanders. It looks hot wherever they're at.
He's got long. He's got
a hoodie on.
It
dude.
looks hot. This guy's got a hoodie.
Dude,
the other guy's got long sleeves.
The ball boys and Jaden Daniels look like they were swimming. They were sweating like nothing I've ever seen. And even Dan Quinn, he's wearing long sleeves and a t-shirt over top of it.
Baldy's do, man. Jeez.
Yeah, Baldy needs to pick a different color paint there for that hair. That's tough. That's why I go with the shaved head, man.
I keep looking up and I'm like, what happened here? I have to let Baldy own that one.
Put himself on his, he does all the telestrator thing, or he does the replays of the plays. He might want to put himself on there about the selection of his hair color. You see right here, it's a blindside. Didn't see this one coming. But
our buddy Bob Wankel, who I had on this morning and it joins me on Fridays, he said, that's an at-bat you really want to see in October. Perhaps the worst at-bat of the year. He tweeted that out 48 minutes ago. I'm going to have to say that had to be the Rojas at-bat.
Yeah, because there was nobody on.
No, it was
two runners on, nobody out. 2 runners on,
he
nobody
struck out 3 pitches looking.
Yeah.
The first pitch, he attempted the bunt, then he pulled it back. It was a called strike. The second pitch, he took as a called strike 2, and then he took called strike 3. Now, all 3 pitches, I will say, were right half on the line. So they were both borderline, but all 3 strikes. I'm not saying that, but they were really 3 good pitches by the pitcher.
Yeah, it was. That's one of those microcosms if you just sit there and say, yeah, it might be a regular season game, but you got to take advantage when you're finally in those situations. So you're getting your reps for when it does matter and it does count where you're comfortable. Oh, God. Look who's warming up. Jordan Romano. Oh, buddy. Banks is only on about their 14th pitch. I feel like he's been in for an hour. Or maybe it just took that long for him to destroy the mound that the grounds crew built.
Oh, what a play.
Otto Kemp, what a little web gem. And here's a guy that was knocked for his defensive prowess or lack thereof. So they can hit, but he can't field. But, I mean, we've seen him make quite a few memorable outs at first and third.
Yeah.
Oh, just bought that one on Stanton.
How's your double nickel?
It's solid. I'm gonna go untapped. I'm gonna go 3.25. 3.25. It's good. It's okay. Nothing special.
I went with the C today. Little place to rest. It's about a 4.5.
Wow. He went 4.5. That's got to be your highest.
It's right tied with the top. There's been never one higher. This one is very good. They have this is called a little place to rest. They have another beer called a place to rest, which is the higher octane version of this beer. Both of them very good. There's another one I have inside. I can't remember the name of it. I'll get the can between innings and bring it out and show it to you. It's in a yellow can. Something. Oh boy,
that's high. Should stay in the yard. Here comes Marsh. Hey, Schwarber.
It is
That's
high.
my ball, okay?
Wait, did they ever show the Dodge Cup to fans?
I don't think they did. Do you want to just tell you what it is?
At this stage.
Okay.
Marty Bystrom?
Nope.
That's not really a guess. I was kidding.
The answer is Jim Cat.
Oh. Now that you say that, I do remember that he played for the Senators.
And there you have it. Jim Cat. He's the answer of the FanDuel Stump the Fans. So again, what an awesome afternoon. Hot, steamy. Appreciate everybody jumping in. Like I said, easiest way, you can hit us up on either of the YouTube feeds, either on BFA Sports or on the Mike Gill Show. If you drop it in the chat, we can pull it in here on the StreamYard. So looks like the Yankees are going to bring things, make them interesting. Phillies are going to bat here in the 8th, and they're down 1. So we're going to reset the table. Mike is grabbing another beer from the seed that he's about to share with all of you. So hang in there for another minute here or so. And again, looks like we're going to have to make a decision on which of the games next weekend that some sponsors that are jumping on board. We're working on, and more importantly, starting to set a lineup as we head towards the fall of places that you'll be able to come out time with us while we're on location. So stay tuned for more details on that one. Good luck there at the Bronx.
So here's the beer from the seed. It's called East of the Sun. It is a rye Indian Pale Ale. Here's a good look at the can there. Look at that bad boy.
Try to get that can back on for you.
Back in the 8th, had a little bit of a got bumped off the Wi-Fi here on the porch. Back in the 8th, had a little bit of a.
There's your Stump the Fans. There it is, finally. Jim Cat, Hall of Fame class 2022. So they held off until the 8th to give us the.
Yeah, usually they do it in the 7th, right?
Yeah, they must have had some other competing priorities.
So here's it's called East of the Sun. It's from the Seed. It's a rye IPA. It is a 7.2. East of the Sun, the Seed. Outstanding. I am well not going to have that today, though. It's a little too heavy for a Sunday for me.
Phillies go down in the ball flames in the 8th. So
I'm sticking with the here we go. I didn't really give this a good this one's called A Little Place to Rest. See a little hammock on there on the front of the can. This is from the Seed. Seed always has like really cool artwork, and they usually give whoever did the artwork. Yeah, this one is Evan Intveld. The other one was a guy named Sean Towers. They usually will give a shout out to whoever did the artwork for the cans, and their cans are always like these very interesting artwork pieces.
it is cool. I mean, especially me being big into the camping thing. I think the can's next level.
Little place to rest. It has a little hammock. If you haven't been to the Seed, they don't pay me. They charge me for these beers. So it's not that I'm giving them my thoughts based on reality. They are really, really good. We were talking about the 10 beers that you would recommend right now. 10 beers in this area, South Jersey breweries, that you would say you have to go try that beer. The Seed, any IPA that they have on, because they change them so often.
Yeah.
Like I'm going to look at their menu today and see if there's anything I've actually had.
They have some really strong stouts that are like 13%. And you get more or less like a 6 ounce portion. They're so good. They do a really good job.
The only thing with the Seed, I will tell people ahead of time, if you are like a sports fan and you want to go, they do not have a TV there. So you're not going there to say, hey, I want to go watch a Phillies afternoon game or an Eagles game. They do not have a TV at the Seed.
Different vibe. It's very social. Very chill type of environment. Some cool tables. Got some high tops that are around there. Bar size is actually pretty decent. For being a brewery.
So right now, it looks like they do not have an IPA even on. Oh, they do.
Chaz Jism is having a rough day with the umpires. He probably had a legitimate gripe right there.
Was that Sopo Friday night? They have a couple TVs in there, so you want to go watch the game on Friday night. We were there watching the Phillies Yankees game on Friday night.
And they'll usually, if they have people there watching, they'll kind of keep the place open until the end of the game.
Yeah, we were there, and they said we could hang out and keep watching the Phillies game on Friday. But once it got to 12-5, we decided to take off. But yeah, and that's a lot of these tap rooms and stuff. They have like their uniqueness, like Ludlam right now is probably one of the bigger ones. They have food. They have like a really good menu for food. If you like go to food, they have a lot of TVs in there. Beer is good. Water Guns and Rainbows would be the beer that I get if I go to Ludlam. Slack Tide, another place, a lot of more TVs. I don't say a lot of TVs, but they have a couple TVs. It's a bigger place. They've got a lot of good IPAs. I don't know which one stands out as my favorite one at Slack Tide, but they do have like different options, multiple IPAs there.
I like the Bowie.
And they have an outside there, the food trucks. They do it in the summertime.
Get there early.
Myers Lighthouse, a place that I really like. They have a mini golf course. They have your cornhole. They have a whole outdoor like AstroTurf yard. They have an outdoor gazebo. nice guys that worked up there. You know,
Yeah.
JJ and Brian, the bartenders, Mike, the owner.
And
He's
you
always
get
there.
served inside or out the window.
Yeah, they have an outdoor window and they have a little indoor. The indoor bar is small though. It's definitely it's about 10.
We always do good there like later at night. Like that's a cool place to kind of end your night too. You know, you'll have a little bit of a smaller crowd by the very tail end, closer to close.
But the inside is definitely tiny there, but they got good beers. I like the beer Hole in One. There's a beer there called is it called Midday?
Yeah, most of the beers are named after like golf.
Yeah.
So like Lucky
Midweek.
Shot Stout is one.
The anniversary IPA right now. And the midweek is a lighter. It's like a 4%er, so it's a lighter one. The Hole in One is probably my favorite IPA there. If you go now, that's right by Slack Tide, so they're literally within like a mile of each other. A lot of people don't know Myers because it's kind of new. Coho, which actually is called Whale Tail now. I've only been to Whale Tail once. And I can honestly say I don't remember what I had, the name of the beer there that I had, but it's very reminiscent of the old Coho. If you ever went to Coho, you know, it's a bigger bar, bigger. You ever been to, were you at Coho?
One time.
Yeah, Whale Tail is very similarly designed. They didn't really change it all that much. It's just called Whale Tail. The new Obscura, which
That's
used
a
to be
good one.
Bucket Brigade, they definitely have upgraded from when it was Bucket Brigade. We had gone to Bucket Brigade once, and it was just okay. The Obscura has done what's the name of the beer they have at Obscura?
I had a banana pie pale ale there, which was really good.
I'll have to look up the beer that I had there. It was okay. I was not going to sit here and tell you that Obscura's IPA was great, but the atmosphere was good. It was packed the day we went.
Yeah.
It was a very good crowd, and it's a nice little spot. It's not big. It's got definitely has charm. There's a little bit of outdoor tables.
Great service. Very friendly pourers.
Yeah, apparently the young kid who's, I guess the family maybe owned Bucket Brigade and the son took it over. It's now called Obscura. Again, it didn't knock my socks off. I wasn't like, oh my God, I need to get this IPA, but it's worth hanging out for an afternoon. Nice day. Bear Brewing. I like Bear. Not a huge fan of the IPA there. It's not known for their IPAs. They do a pickle beer that my buddy Jerry likes. It's like a dill cucumber beer.
Not for everybody.
No, it's very light, but it's got a little, their IPAs are not my favorite. I will say that, but I do like the place. I like the outdoor. They have a bar out back. They have the cornhole. But the building itself is very nice. They have a nice bar. They have a good TV set up in there. They got it almost feels like you're at a Starbucks.
Yeah, that's fair.
You have like a fireplace and a couch.
Yeah.
So
that's the place that has the outside too, right?
Yeah, they have the outdoor with the fire pits. There's a bar out back.
Did you mention the Jitney tour passes through there?
A lot of those Cape May County breweries, they do Jitney stuff, and we went to Bear and took the Jitney over to Anglesey in Wildwood, which is below the bowling alley there.
Yeah.
And have you ever been to Anglesey?
Anglesey, yep. That's another.
It all works.
Yeah, another cool place. Again, the vibe of a lot of these places, and I think even for people, and listen, the group that you and I hang with, not everybody are like hardcore beer drinkers, but they all say the same thing. Like they like to go and see it because they're not your typical bars. They have a very different vibe.
Like my mom is not a beer drinker, but she likes the breweries because she says like the people are kind of salt of the earth people.
Yeah.
You don't have a lot of, you're not getting like younger kids.
You're not going there
shots.
to pick somebody up.
Right. You're not drinking shots and partying. It's more of like you're just laid back, trying beers, you're meeting people, nice, generally, I don't say older people, but people that are just a little bit more laid back, that are just more into the beer drinking scene. Even if you like, and a lot of these breweries now are making seltzers, they're making NAs or lower alcohol so that you can have a couple and not worry about getting, too heavy. But Anglesey, another place, they have actually the beer that I thought was interesting there. It's a birch beer. It's a birch beer. It tastes like birch beer. Literally tastes like Pennsylvania Dutch. Their IPA was just okay from what I remember. This was way back in, I want to say September of last year was when I was there. So it's been a while. I like Gusto. Gusto's another place where they change their beers frequently, so you don't get the same beer, and that's all the way down there in North Cape May. They don't have the same beers on tap a lot. So if you drive it all the way down to North Cape May for us up here, and you're like, oh man, they don't have the beer that I had last time. It's always like the challenge with them, but they have great guys there. The place is kind of in a strip mall, so the atmosphere is not like a normal tap room, where you're in like a cool little tap room. It's, it's not it's a good little place. It's nice in there. But I would say it's one of my favorite spots when they have a good IPA on. It's very good. I think Cape May is way down there. I've only been to Cape May once, the Cape May Brewery. I've only been there once, and it's big. It
is, but it's down there.
It's
But we were saying the guys, one of the original kind of founders of Cape May is now the founder of Wanderback. So they're making a climb.
Well, and that's, Cape May was kind of the first, so hat tip to them. And because of it, a lot of people that started at Cape May started to branch off and go to their own spots and start to do their own thing. And, a lot of these breweries in the area were born. Now up this way in Atlantic County, you got Sopo, which I was at Friday night. Shout out to John over there. Awesome people. I like Sopo's. See, I like Sopo's tap room.
Yeah.
It's small, but not too small.
Open,
it's
airy.
Yeah. It doesn't have the outside. Doors. It has the rolling garage doors. It has outside seating. The bar's probably got 1 to 10, maybe 14, 15 seats. So it's not huge in there. Then you got Hidden Sands, which is kind of around the corner from me. That place is really cool. The Hidden Sands upstairs is a big bar. And then they have another little bar area above that. Castellanos doing what he does best, strikes out.
We got 2 outs. We're down 1, top of the 9th.
They also have a little tap room downstairs, which has maybe 8 seats, 10 seats, maybe. I think Garden State is another one in Absecon that not a lot of people give a lot of credit to. And we were talking about this the other night.
Very centrally located.
Their beer is actually decent, but every time you go in there, if you're our age, you think you're in Del Redo's.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, it's definitely not your classic like tap room feel to it. But I do like the beers they have there. I will say I think their beers are underrated. The Seed is in Atlantic City. It is, probably, I think they make the best beers of all the places we just mentioned. And then if you travel out west, I mean, Hamilton has 2 breweries now because Chimney closed. I like 3 Threes. I like the setup in there. They remodeled a little bit.
Snouts and Stouts.
Snouts and Stouts is more of a bar feel in there. They actually have a big bar and a seating area. And there's a second out of the inning, so we got one more out to go.
One out here.
I'll try to get as many more in as I can between now and this out here. But I've never been to a Glass Town. I want to go there.
Very cool. Yeah, so it's right behind the racetrack. It's on the property of the airport.
Buna Connection we went to. Have you been there yet?
I have not been there yet.
No, I've been to Buna Connection, and he lives 5 minutes from there, and I've been there. I liked Buna Connection a lot. I like the building. I like the setup. And I did like the beer. I think it's called Backwoods is the IPA there. I thought it was pretty solid. Definitely worth checking out. Ooh,
that's centrally located on the corner of 40 and 54. So you could come up straight up 40, or you could jump on Parkway Expressway. If you're from down this area, Vineland, it's very close. It's like 10 minutes.
Yeah, well, we went to Vineland to Pizzeria 203, picked up a pie there, and brought it to Buna Connection. So that gives you an indication if you're someone in the Vineland area how close it is. It was maybe 8 minutes when we got the pizza. That was nasty, that pitch.
It's not looking great right now.
Tonewood out in Barrington, huge place, massive building. Doesn't feel like a brewery, but it's still a good spot. and the beer there is really good. Tonewood does a good job. I haven't been to the main, the Oakland one, the original. Here we go. Nope. Went to Kings Road out in Haddonfield, kind of like an Irish pub feel to it.
Yeah.
Core 3 in Williamstown, Old Bank.
Yeah, they have farmers and
Core
well,
3.
I
No,
know, but I'm saying it's
no.
another place.
Core 3 is not the old bank. It's an old farm stand. Struck him out.
No,
Oh, we found it. 13th Child is the old bank in Williamstown. Core 3 is in Clayton. It's an old farmer stand on the side of the road. It's kind of a cool little setup, actually. Went to Wims in Berlin. Kind of a funky vibe in there.
That ground screw wants to get to that mound quickly.
Bonesaw and Axe and Arrow out on the Rowan campus.
Yeah.
If you like sour beers, Axe and Arrow is a place
That's their specialty.
for sour beers.
Yeah, Nuggets and I we drank some kind of donut.
Yeah, the blueberry donut.
Yeah, it was a white stout.
Yeah.
Never.
Nuggets and I met up one day at Brotherton, which is now closed. Got him.
And that is the ball game. But the Phillies take the series 2 out of 3
Mm-hmm.
against the Yankees.
Mets play tonight for Sunday Night Baseball. So,
Well, so no matter what, we're not in first place after today, I don't think, with the loss.
no, they were a half game behind starting the day. So,
yeah.
All right. So there you go. Phillies lose 4-3 on the porch, loses again. But big crowd of people. Actually, I was going to say, can we get one more to crack to the next, the next tier of people? Can we get one more person in there? Come on, one more person.
Yeah, no, it's pretty awesome. We love hanging out, sharing our thoughts, our ideas. We bounce around. We obviously talk baseball and some of what's going on, but mix in the brews, places to watch the game, food we enjoy, and
yeah, and we'll keep you up to date on what time and where we'll next week, and follow us on all the platforms at Mike Gill Show.
Yeah.
At
maybe we'll have a trade deadline special at some point.
Thursday, 6 o'clock.
Yeah. So if anything exciting happens, maybe we'll have to check.
By the way, Wednesday, I'll be back at Yuri's for a radio show in Wildwood. So stop down there and come watch the Phillies Wednesday afternoon. They play, I believe, let's see. They're like in the middle of I think they play the Orioles, because I want to say they're in the middle of this like American League run where they're playing all American League teams for like 20 straight games, which is really odd. But Wednesday they will play, Baltimore, 12:35. Nope, that's next week. This week they play the White Sox, another American League team. So they played the Angels, Boston, New York, Chicago, Detroit, Baltimore, and Texas. 7 straight series against American League teams to start the second half of the season.
Interesting.
By the way, you talk about Gusto. See the stickers on my laptop? This one right here, that's a Gusto sticker. It's a Sixers kind of bell. And then there's another one over, you can't see it, but it's an Eagles. They made all their stickers that are like Flyers, Sixers, Phillies. So
very cool.
Shout out to the Gusto guys.
All
right, everybody. Well, no Nuggets today. Nuggets was celebrating his birthday. And
happy birthday, Nuggets.
Yeah, if you want to send him a message at Earnshaw Radio. You can send him a message and say, happy birthday, Nick. For all the people watching on at BFA live stream on the X platform, thank you there. For all the people watching on the Earnshaw feed, thank you there. For all the people watching at Mike Gill Show, thank you there. And subscribe on the YouTube channel. We appreciate that as well. We'll do it again next week here for On the Porch. Dougie Fresh in the house. I'm Mike Gill. See you later, everybody.